Hi guys, good morning. This is Natarajan. Welcome to our YouTube channel once again. First, let me convey my wholehearted thanks to all our viewers and supporters to run our channel very successfully. In this video, we are going to see about mutual fund. Mutual fund is a very wide area, but even though we have covered all the topics in this video, what is mutual fund and what are the advantages in investing mutual fund and what are the types of mutual fund, systematic investment plan, what is NAV, who is Association of Mutual Fund in India, AMFI. So these are the areas we have covered in this video. Come on, let us see the video now.
So what are mutual funds? In short, mutual fund is a collective pool of money contributed by several investors and managed by a professional fund manager, which means, see, if you take investor, there are two types. Type 1 is having money, but people doesn't have knowledge about investment, whether it may be equity or mutual fund or debenture. So and the people are not having knowledge with money. That is one type. And another type is people are having money with knowledge of investing in mutual fund, debentures, bonds, and other items. So for person 1, having money without having knowledge is mutual fund is the best instrument, because see, if I have money of 1 lakh rupee and I have intention of investing the money, but I do not have any knowledge about investment instrument. So for me, mutual fund is a best instrument, because see, if I invest money in mutual fund, my money will be managed by professional fund manager. They know where to invest and how to invest and how to divide the portfolio and everything. They know very well, because they are very professional in mutual fund industry. The second one is they are going to invest my money in equities, bonds, government securities and money market instrument. Because in mutual fund, it depends upon the scheme. The money will be managed by professional fund manager and the money will be invested accordingly. They may invest, if you choose growth scheme, they will invest in equities. If you choose debt instrument scheme where you get fixed return, they will invest in bonds, government securities, GSEC. These are the things. And second one is advantages of investing in mutual funds. What are the advantages are available if I invest in mutual fund? The first advantages in investing mutual fund is professional management. See, mutual fund, there are almost 44 asset management companies are available in India. So in all the mutual fund asset management company, they have professional managers and professional management. They know how to invest the money, where to invest the money, so on portfolio allocation, everything they know very well. So this is what here it has been mentioned, that professional management. And second one is risk diversification. So risk diversification in the sense, if I have amount of 1 lakh, I can invest 10,000 rupees in equity based scheme, which is called a growth scheme, and another 50,000 I can invest in balanced scheme. Balanced scheme in the sense, 50% of the amount will be invested in equities and the balance 50,000 will be invested in debt instrument. So this is what here it has been mentioned, that risk diversification. We can divide our risk in different mutual fund, and in English we normally say that instead of keeping all the eggs in one basket, if we keep eggs in different basket, there will be safety more. So this is what here mentioned, that risk diversification. And third one is affordability and convenient. So affordability and convenient in the sense, here there is no difference between small investor and big investor. If I have 5,000 rupees, I can invest in mutual fund. If I have 1 crore, I can invest in mutual fund. So even small investor also here can participate. So this is what here mentioned, that affordability and convenient. And fourth one is liquidity. So liquidity in the sense, there is no here nowadays, if you look at mutual fund, everywhere it is open-ended scheme. So whenever you want money, you can go for withdrawal. So this is what here mentioned, that liquidity. So liquidity in the sense, today if I decide to withdraw the money from mutual fund, if I go for withdrawal, tomorrow I will get back the money. So this is what here mentioned, that liquidity. And next one is low cost. The cost wise expenses will be very less. See, in some of the companies they have entry load, In some of the asset management companies, they have only exit load. It depend upon the management. So they may fix it something around 0.02, 0.05, 0.08, something like that, and well regulated. So well regulated in the sense these are the asset managements are managed by AMFIA, which means Association of Mutual Funds Industry in India. So these are well regulated people, and AMFI will manage the all asset management company activities. And last one is tax benefits. So investment in ELSS, equity linked savings scheme, up to 1,50,000 qualifies for tax benefit under section 80C of the Income Tax Act 1961. So mutual fund investments when held for a longer term are tax efficient. If you go for mutual fund in equity scheme for long term, there will be more tax benefits are there. So this is what here it has been mentioned. And third one is what are the different types of mutual fund scheme. So in mutual fund scheme there are different types are there. Let us take a look at the various type of equity and debt mutual funds available in India. Number one is equity or growth scheme, which is very famous in India. Here the return will be more. Equity or growth scheme, there are one of the most popular mutual fund scheme. Because see, mutual fund if you go for long term, there will be tax benefit, there will be good return, and we can enjoy it. And next one is money market fund or liquid fund. These are short term fund. The maturity period will be maximum 6 months. And next one is fixed income or debt mutual fund. So debt mutual fund, the return will be very normal, because whatever we invest in debt mutual fund, that will be invested by the asset management company in debt instrument. And next one is balanced fund. So balanced fund in the sense whatever we invest, that amount will be divided in two parts. One part will be invested in growth scheme, which is equity based, and another one part will be invested in debt instrument. This is called a balanced fund. And next one is monthly income plan and gilt fund. Gilt fund in the sense the amount whatever we invest in gilt fund, that will be invested in GSEC government securities, state government, central government bonds. So these are the areas will be invested in gilt fund. The next one is in mutual fund, very attractive scheme, systematic investment plan. So see, for example, in banks they have scheme which is called RD, recurring deposit, so that we can choose a particular period, for example 2 years or 3 years. Every month we can invest minimum amount of 1,000 rupees or 5,000 or 10,000. So after 3 years we will get back the principal plus interest. That is called recurring deposit. Like that in systematic investment plan, mutual funds in mutual fund systematic investment plans are available. Here the system is you can invest periodically, every monthly or quarterly. You can invest the predetermined amount like 5,000 rupees or 1,000 rupees you can invest. Here there is no particular lock-in period, just like in recurring deposit available in banks. In systematic investment plan there is no lock-in period. Anytime you can go for withdrawal. This is very attractive scheme for retail investors. Here the NAV calculation. So NAV means net asset value. How is NAV of mutual fund calculated? So net asset value represents a funds per share market value. NAV is calculated by dividing the total value of all the cash and securities in a fund's portfolio minus any liabilities by the number of outstanding shares. The NAV calculation is important because it tells us how much one share of the fund is worth. See, for example, today I am going to invest 1 lakh in mutual fund equity scheme. The NAV may be 20 rupees. For example, per unit NAV is 20 rupees. So if I invest 1 lakh rupee in growth scheme, today the NAV value is 20 rupees. I will get 5,000 units on today's NAV. See, for example, I am holding the amount in the particular scheme for 1 year. So or 2 years. After 2 years, if I go for withdrawal, for example, let us keep it like this. My growth scheme NAV is 40 rupees. So 40 rupees in the sense I am having 5,000 units. 5,000 into 40 equal to 2 lakhs. So today my investment is 1 lakh and the unit value is 20 rupees. So I got 5,000 units. So after 1 year, if I go for withdrawal, say for example, if the NAV of the scheme is 40 rupees, I will get it double, which means I am eligible to get 2 lakh rupees. So NAV is, see, on the basis of NAV only we can come to a conclusion that the value of the unit. And the next one is where to check my NAV. Say as a layman I am investing in mutual fund. So how to find out my value, from where can I get the value of my NAV? This is what here mentioned, that since NAVs are since AMCs are required to update the NAV of funds on an everyday basis, the most authentic source to check a mutual fund's NAV history is on the AMC's website. So AMFI informed to all the asset management companies to declare the NAV on daily basis in their website. And next one is where to check a mutual fund historical NAV, that is individual AMC website. So individual AMC website.
Hope you have enjoyed this video. Below this video there is a subscribe button. Just hit the button so that I will be motivated by you to put more and more videos in our channel. Thank you very much. Thank you.